Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. We are headed out to do some morning chores this morning, and then we'll see what else we get into. I have lots of things that I'd like to accomplish today. I've got some things to do in the kitchen with some bread making, as well as I've got some garlic that I'd like to process and get it in long-term storage. But first we've got to get the horses out. It's another nice day here in north central Arkansas, so we're going to get the horses out and get some morning chores done first, and then we'll go back in the kitchen. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. This is Velvet's pasture grain. See, Grace, I don't have a lot left. I'll give you what we have. And this is how farm people end up with nothing but hay in their pockets. Well, hay and usually a pair of scissors. And it's also why a lot of the things that are cut out of the videos, there is almost always, if you're a farm person, there is almost always like a 10-second moment before every cut that you see of our faces where we're checking ourselves out to make sure that we don't still have, like, you know, hay somewhere. And I would say 6 times out of 10 we succeed, but a lot of times we still have something on our face. of that, it'll shock you. Okay, now that the dogs and the horses are satisfied and in their pastures, we will go back inside and work in the kitchen for a little while it warms up a little bit. I am going to come in here and grab these legs. These are chicken legs. I'm going to grab these to make bone broth for the dogs. And I'm also going to grab this bag of chicken. This is 3 chickens that we butchered yesterday. I'm going to get them started in my big roaster and get them roasted down so I can make dog food. We got our chicken feet to go down, so now it was on high, so now I'm just going to turn it on low. This is going to cook for 3 days and make a delicious bone broth for the dogs. This is my sourdough starter, Cheeky, and we are going to get her fed here. We're just putting her in a bowl, and then we'll divide her in half, and then we'll feed her equal parts water and flour. Okay, our next thing to do is I bought a whole bunch of fruit yesterday, and I'm going to get it put into jars and sealed, and it just really helps keep their freshness. These are the beautiful strawberries. These are great big. Next we have these beautiful blueberries. Put a sticker on it. Tells me the date that I sealed them. And now we can just open it, get some out, and then just reseal it. The little jar, and same thing. Got to pay blueberry taxes. No. Hopsy will pick it up. Next are these beautiful grapes. Okay, y'all, now we're gonna move into a discard situation. My chocolate discard has gotten very large. So I am going to try my hand at making some chocolate chip sourdough discard cookies. And so for that, I went to the Book of Faces and went to one of my favorite sourdough people. Her name on Facebook is The Real Sourdough Mom, and she does, I just love watching her reels. So I've written down my recipe so I don't have to go back and forth, and we are going to just try this. This is the first time I've ever tried this, so this is not a recipe that I know is gonna work. I've never done it, so let's go. I wrote down everything here. It's kind of hard to see. So there it is, that's her recipe, and we're going to get in the kitchen and see if we can't use up some of the sourdough discard. Now, mind you, this is my chocolate sourdough discard. So I have a chocolate sourdough starter and a regular sourdough starter. We already fed Cheeky our regular sourdough starter, so I have two different discards. So I actually have 4 quart-sized jars in my fridge at all times with an active starter that's regular, an active starter that's chocolate, and a chocolate discard and a regular discard. So I haven't ever baked with my chocolate discard before, so we'll see. Do 1/2 cup of my sourdough starter. These are 1/4 cup measuring cups. I'm gonna do 2. And again, this is it's not chocolate sourdough starter. This is discard. Just to be clear on that. I'm going to cream this together for 15 seconds. Adding 2 cups of flour. Half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. Mix this in. Okay. That'll be it for my beaters. Okay, we're going to get our chocolate chips. She used chocolate chips, but because my discard is chocolate, I'm using white chocolate chips so that we have a good contrast in our dough. I'm just folding this in till I feel like the chocolate chips are incorporated well. I don't know if I've ever made cookies this big. These are huge. But she made 8 in her video. And so I thought that by making 12, they would be, you know, like a semi-normal size, but these are ginormous. There they are. They're monsters. So we're gonna put them in the fridge for 2 hours. Look. Here is all of the garlic that I grew, harvested, and braided. Full disclosure, I didn't harvest all my garlic this year. I didn't get to it. So there's still garlic. Not this year, last year, because it is January, so we're in a new gardening season. I didn't get to it, so this is all that this is what I have left. Now, I bought these silicone garlic peelers, and I'm going to give it a try today. I got 2 of them. And we're going to give this a try today and see how they work. This garlic has started to sprout. See? So we are going to process this to extend its viability and to extend its shelf life, so to speak. And I'm going to break all of my cloves off, and then I'm going to use this handy dandy peeler and peel all of my cloves. I'm going to put them in the processor with as much oil, olive oil I believe is what I'm going to use, just to make them to where they will stick to the chopped garlic will stick together in pucks. And then I'm going to put them on a parchment sheet of paper, on a baking sheet, freeze them, and then once they're frozen solid, I'll be able to put them in a bag, a gallon zippy, and store them in the freezer, and just pull out a tablespoon puck of minced garlic whenever I want to cook with it. I got this idea from Becky at Acre Homestead. If you guys aren't watching her, you should be. She's amazing in the kitchen. She does so many things and has so many really cool ideas and cool videos. So go check her channel out, and I'm gonna try my hand at this. So Okay, got quite the bowl here. Cookies are going in the oven, and she said 12 to 16 minutes. We'll see. All right, we're at 12 minutes, and I'm gonna say no. All right, we are at 16 minutes, and I am gonna say yes. We will let them cool. Add a little bit of oil. Pulse again. I want it to be at a consistency where it will hold together in a ball when I drop it. Almost, but not quite. Just a tiny bit more olive oil. Perfect. Now we just put them in the freezer and wait for them to freeze. About 12 hours. It probably won't take that long. It'll probably only take like 4 hours, but I'm not gonna check on them until tomorrow because I don't need to. And then what we'll do is we'll pull those out of the freezer and put them in a Ziploc baggie. The freezer in the house or in plastic containers in the house to where I can just pull out a tablespoon of minced garlic whenever I need it in a recipe. And that is going to be it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for spending a day basically in the kitchen. We kind of ran out of time, and sometimes that's how it goes on processing days. We have these big projects that we need to get processed, and sometimes that's just what it is. But I appreciate you guys coming along with me today and every day that you do. If you like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.